What is Café Mocha? Café Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Velvet DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is In Vogue.
This is India Ari.
Hey, what's up? This is Brandy.
Music and features from a woman's perspective. Intriguing conversation, espresso, the Mocha Mix. So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Café Mocha.
Welcome to the quarantine edition of the Memorial Holiday. This weekend is going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. So is the show. We've got Deon Cole. Café Mocha begins now.
Catch our flow? What? This is Café Mocha Radio. Radio from a woman's perspective.
It's Café Mocha. I'm Angelique.
I'm Yo-Yo.
I'm Lonnie Love. On the line, one of the funniest men in the business. You know him from all the ish shows, the blackish, the grownish. If it's got an ish on the end, he part of it. We love him. He's funny. And he's my brother in comedy. Deon Cole, welcome to Café Mocha. How you doing, baby?
Man, I'm good. Thank y'all for having me, man. How you doing, sis? You good?
I'm doing good, but not as good as you. You doing stuff during the quarantine, the disco quarantine. Tell us about that.
the disco quarantine. I'm gonna have to change the name now. This disco quarantine. It's been love, man. Like I always wanted to DJ. I had equipment for like 3 years, and I just had to sit up. I ain't never had the time, man. When this kicked off, I was just like, man, let me just play around and see. And I just started playing around with it. Then one day, I was like talking to D Nice, and D Nice was talking about just how his life changed doing that. And I was like, as far as like bringing people joy, not like everything that came with it, because this was early on before anything happened with D Nice. He was just talking about the joy he was having. And I was like, man, I want to do that too. I was like, I'm gonna play some Chicago music though, like some disco house music. And I was just like, I'm not a good DJ, but I know I got some good music. And that's just what I went off of. I used to always say, I'm not a good DJ, but I got some good music. And then I ended up starting to play like a real DJ after a while, like just practice. And man, here we are.
But y'all have to check him out on his IG story. And it just looks like you having a ball. So keep doing that. Man. As long as you keep having a ball, you know, the people are going to, you bringing joy to people. But we also want to talk to you. We also want to talk to you about your Netflix stand-up special called Cold Hearted. Tell us about it.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Cold Hearted was a special, man, that, man, it took 2 years in the making. It took me 2 years to really get that set together in order to do that. And it took off in ways that I would have never imagined, man, the way that it resonated. You know, we as comics, we do specials and you put them out and people receive them however they receive them. And then you just do it again and do it again. But you don't expect for it to like, I mean, you want people to love it, but you know, it just does what it does. But when you get one that hit where everybody's like talking about it and quoting stuff from it, and when it hit like that, it's like, oh man, I did something. I think I did something. I think I did something special or something, you know. And man, the people let us know, you know.
Angelique, Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo. Our guest is Deon Cole, and of course, Cold Hearted is streaming on Netflix now.
Slow down. Like more Café Mocha? More of the flavor you love in just minutes. Keep it right here. Café Mocha.
Memorial weekend, many of us are still choosing to stay quarantined, including Deon Cole. He's our guest this weekend.
Deon, this is Yo-Yo. I loved watching your Netflix special. I think I've watched it about 10 times. My funniest part is when you are running the jokes on him. You go,
Yo, for real. Yo,
that's like my funniest part.
Hey, yo, thank you, Yo-Yo. Look, I've been doing that for years. years since the beginning of my career. I used to be so high on stage that I could not remember my jokes. And so I used to just read them like off the paper and leave. Me starting in the game, I used to do that. And then I did it for so long that when one day I went up without my paper because I was sober, and everybody was like, nah, this ain't funny. It was like, you need your paper. I was like, what? Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I just incorporated it, and it's always been a staple of my sets or whatever, man. But thank you so much, yo. I appreciate that.
You know what's so good about it is, and thank God. I mean, I wanted to ask you, how has Netflix doing the special changed your life? Because I've seen you on television, but I've never had the opportunity to see a stand up. And I'm just imagining. I mean, I just want to know, how has Netflix changed your life? Because those who can't get out can now just watch a complete show.
Yeah, no, it changed my life completely. I did like a 30-minute special on Netflix called The Stand-Ups, and it was their first time doing it. And I didn't want to do it because I did an hour special on Comedy Central, this special called Cold Blooded. And so Netflix came to me and was like, hey, we're going to get 6 comics and they're going to do 30 minutes apiece. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I just did an hour. I was like, give me an hour special. And they was like, nah. They was like, we only give an hour special to certain cats. They was like, we'll give you a 30-minute with 6 other comics. If you want to do it, fine. If not, fine. But our reach is like no other platform. They was like, we got like 100 million subscribers, and it's all around the world. And I just was thinking about it, and I had to put my pride aside, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this 30-minute special because, first of all, everybody don't know me. And I had a situation that happened where I was at the car wash, and this woman walked up to me and asked me, was I still shining shoes today? And I was like, nah, I ain't shining shoes. I got that Phantom down there that I'm waiting on to get washed. And then that, to me, let me know that everybody don't know me. So
right.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this 30-minute special. And from that 30-minute special, like globally, people was like, oh, we like dude. We want to see more dude. And then after that, I did my hour, and it just set up for my hour. When my hour dropped, it was lights out.
We're talking to Deon Cole. You can catch him on Blackish, Grownish, and of course his Netflix comedy special, Cold Hearted. We've got more on the way.
Get up close with a hot cup of Café Mocha. Lay back and enjoy our flavor. Radio from a woman's perspective.
It's Café Mocha Memorial Day weekend on the line. We're talking to one of our funniest brothers in the business, Deon Cole. His stand-up special, his hour special, is called Cold Hearted. It's streaming right now on Netflix. I want to talk to you because, now we're not able to go out with the clubs and how it's affected. When do you think we'll be able to go back and actually do comedy clubs?
Hey, what's up, Mocha? Good to talk to you. Well, I'm thinking that we not gonna be able to really get out and perform for at least a year and a half to a year. That's just my prediction. Because first and foremost, you got to have a vaccine, and that's gonna take a year to make, and then people not really gonna take it. A lot of people ain't gonna take it, and it has to be proven. And I don't know if they have enough time to prove it, to make sure that it's right. And so, I mean, for the people that will take it, it'll probably take about a year and a half for that to happen. I think that's when things are gonna come back sort of normal. But the days that we remember, those are gone, I think, and it's gonna turn back around, but it's gonna be years later. It's gonna be at least about 2-3 years before it's like really, or I say about 3 years before everybody's comfortable coming outside, chilling. But as of this year, Nah, the Corona stole one of our summers, man. It's just, we got I got 27 summers left.
Now, have you heard anything about Grownish coming back or Blackish?
No, I haven't heard anything about that yet at all. You know, every year we go through this waiting period to find out if we're gonna return or not, and so I haven't heard anything. But with Grownish, I might go over there and do like a guest spot, but I'm not gonna be on Grownish like I used to be because the kids they graduating. Like it's gonna be Grownish is gonna be kind of like Friends now. It's gonna be like they gonna be like kind of off campus, a little bit on campus, a little off, and you know they're not gonna really be dealing with the school too much. It's just gonna be like they lives interacting with each other. So me being a dean at the school just ain't gonna play out as much as it did before, or whatever. So if I do go on, it'll be like to do a guest spot or something. But other than that, the kids, I love the kids. I love the cast, man. And they gonna rock and roll. They gonna do good. But yeah, they grown, man. They super grown now. So
Actor and comedian Deon Cole. We've got more on the way. It's Café Mocha.
Don't you go anywhere. There's more Mocha on the way. This is Café Mocha.
Have you been checking out the new Swag Award? It's hosted by Rushion McDonough, who has built careers. He's talked to Cedric. He's honored Hill Harper. Next week, I think it's Kirk Franklin. It's coming up in a little bit. Check out the Swag Award with Rushion McDonough here on Café Mocha.
Like more Café Mocha? More of the flavor you love in just minutes. Keep it right here. Café Mocha.
Memorial Weekend, Angelique, along with Lonnie Love and Yo-Yo. Deon Cole, the comedian, is our guest. Let me ask you, among your followers, among your family, your crew, how seriously are they taking COVID-19? Because, you know, we keep seeing these pockets, you know, all the crazy white people in California on the beach, the folks down in South Carolina at the barbecue, with Chicago at the house party. How seriously do you feel like the people around you are taking this?
All my people around me, if they want to see me, they take it seriously. Yeah, like they take it super serious for people that's around me. Even the ones that I'm super close with, I just don't go around. If I hear you even remotely talking about you was here or you was there, that shuts you off for me automatically. You know, like I don't mess around at all or whatever, you know, because I want everybody to understand. I just don't understand why people don't, if they would have just shut everything down for 3 weeks, for 3 weeks, all of this will probably went by us, because whoever has it or whatever it's on, it's gonna last for like 12 days, and then after that, it's gone. It's either gone out of your system or it's off or whatever that was touched or whatever. So I don't understand why we just don't. Even to this day, we could just stop everything right now, chill for 2 weeks, and the majority of this, whoever has it, whatever, will be out of our system. But as long as we keep passing, it's gonna keep going. And they opening these states up, and it's just like I don't get it. I saw pictures of Atlanta, my hometown, Chicago. They having parties, and I'm like, yo, I don't get it, man. It's all lack of education, man. Everybody got lack of education, and our government, they opening up all this stuff so they can get this stimulus money back. And I keep telling people, I'm like, that's the only reason why they doing this. They gave out too much money and they want it back. Mm-hmm. And so that's it. Everybody around me, they understand that, and they know don't go nowhere and then come over here. Like you would not get in over here at all.
Oh my good. Well, we at least got you to entertain us both on IG. We got you on television. We got you on Netflix. We always appreciate you, Deon Cole.
Yo,
all right.
Thank you so much. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe too, man. And congratulations on this platform. This is amazing, y'all.
Thank you,
Deon.
We got the hit makers, trailblazers, tastemakers, and game changers. That's how we roll. This is Café Mocha Radio.
It's Café Mocha. I'm Angelique.
I'm Lonnie Love.
And I'm Yo-Yo.
And, we got to talk about this, ladies. P. Diddy was on Naomi Campbell's podcast. Here's his podcast, a YouTube show. And basically, he said that the black vote is not going to be for free. He says we're going to need some promises. We're going to have to understand what kind of deal we're getting out of and what we're going to get in return for our vote. And so basically, he put this out, and so now it's kind of divided a lot of people in the black community about what he meant, because it's like, we understand if he was making this comment during the primary when you had 3,000 Democrats running, but now, the nominee is going to be Joe Biden. Right. He hasn't picked a vice president. And it's basically Joe Biden against Trump. So a lot of people were questioning why now? Why would he make this type of statement, during this time?
Yeah, why hold the vote hostage? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So how do you ladies feel? What do you think?
Wow, I think, just listening to you talk, I didn't know anything about it. Until you just mentioned it. But, thinking about it, I think people have the right to be upset because it should have been earlier, because if you are a Democrat and we are trying to support the Democrat Party, and not just them, but all those that support what we believe in, what we've been believing in, to say now, we'll hold our vote hostage if blacks you're not meeting our demands, or we're not getting, more of the stick. I think it should be in-house. It's too late to hold our vote, is what I think.
The other part of that, what you're saying is absolutely true. This should have been done months ago. But why are we just voting Democrat? Why don't we demand and require more of the people that we put in office? It's the same thing every single time. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to take care of you. Oh, we understand your plight. And then you get in there and what happens? It's the same old. So, but he's late to the show. We should have been having this discussion, 4 months ago.
I just want to remind Black people that we are awesome and we are progressing. Maybe not as fast as everybody wants, but we are progressing in some ways.
And we are powerful. You saw what happened down in Alabama last election. Black women showed up, and that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. And we have that power. We need to exert it. We really do.
Exactly. So I commend him for doing it. It's just that I kind of question his timing. And it's just everybody, at the end of the day, it's your vote. You make sure that you vote the way, you need to vote. But and also, sorry to cut you off, Lonnie. And also, you have to be conscious of your talk when you have so much power. Like you said, it spoken a little too late. And those who are just followers and who just, mimic.
Yeah.
Might take it out of context, and we might lose some people that we need for this election.
Exactly. And that's where the fear is. But I just wanted to talk to you ladies about that. And we'll have more Café Mocha up next.
Keep us in the palm of your hands. Take us everywhere. Anytime. Download the Café Mocha Radio app. Take us with you 24/7. Here's your dose of espresso. Strong, hot news now.
I'm Angelique with Espresso. This weekend, Issa Rae's romantic comedy Lovebirds launches on Netflix. Her love interest is Indian actor Kumail Nanjiani.
I've seen things happen in real life that I'd never seen portrayed on screen until I watched Insecure. So I feel really lucky that I was able to work with her.
And I can't wait for the release of this documentary on Russell Simmons called On the Record. The victim throws him under the bus and says L.A. Reid was so mad that she wouldn't sleep with him that he let it cloud his professional judgment.
I auditioned Kanye West, and not only did he pass, Kanye, L.A. Reid dressed me down in front of the entire A&R department. Drew, this was not only a pass, this was a waste of my time.
The documentary On the Record is coming to HBO Max next week. And PBS Kids is doing Read Along Mondays with Michelle Obama. Her husband joined her last week and made this announcement.
We're bringing a new branch of the Chicago Public Library to the Obama Presidential Center on the South Side. When it opens, it'll give families one more chance to explore their interests, learn, and engage with their communities.
That's the Espresso.
Don't you go anywhere. There's more Mocha on the way. This is Café Mocha.
Hi, I'm Rashawn McDonald, the host of Money Making Conversations. The Café Mocha Swag Award is a celebration of black men who are making a difference in our community by empowering others to reach their life goals. From civic leaders, businessmen, activists, celebrities, and everyday dads. The Café Mocha Swag Award winner this week is Ricky Smiley. The Ricky Smiley Foundation is a nonprofit organization founded to help underserved communities, as well as young people and seniors, through programming that is designed to foster family, community, and social responsibility.
Getting out, doing the right thing, trying to help people, educate people, love people, feed people, encourage people, not make everything about me. And to get out and be a part of that legacy. You know, it's cool being a comedian and being on tour and doing all this stuff. But I use that platform to do good, to continue to educate and love and motivate and teach.
The Café Mocha Swag Award represents men who have strength, whose wisdom is assertive, and who are genuine in their spirit.
Wrapping up the quarantine edition of the Memorial Holiday. So, I was watching on the news and they were talking about safe ways to go swimming. Unless that's your pool. Unless that's your pool. That's all I'm going to say. You heard Deon Cole. You heard Lonnie. Just remember who this is hitting the hardest, and that if you get sick, if one of us gets sick, then there's a good chance that more than one person in the house is going to get sick. And then think about what happened last time you got sick and had to use that health insurance. Yeah, I'm staying in this weekend. So if you can, stay safe and stay home. Until next time, you can find us on all platforms at Café Mocha Radio. Café Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Compass Media. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.